Okay, hi, this is Ed again, and I've already forgotten the date. What's the date, just up HOA? Oh wow, we're getting close to Guadalupe Day. ¿Cuándo es Guadalupe Day? Es
12.
hoy?
12.
Oh, 12. So it's Saturday? Okay. Okay, so today I do have a specific thing that I'd like to talk about, and it is this. I want to talk to people who are in the situation where they live in a family who happens to be religious, wherever you are in the world. And I'm especially thinking of Christian type families or Muslim families, or indeed if you're Jehovah's Witness, or who else? The Mormons. Now, if you happen to be especially a young person and you're in one of the you live in a family that is in one of those religions, and you are starting to realize that you are, quote unquote, losing your faith, or you do not believe what you've been taught in your religion, I have some advice for you. And it is this. Before you start telling your family and or your friends that you do not believe, or indeed you especially if you want to use the term you're an atheist, you don't believe in any gods, I advise you to check out your situation, check out your family situation. So for example, and I'll talk especially if you're a member of a Christian family, whether it's Catholic or any of the Protestant denominations, you know, Pentecostal, or but also especially Jehovah's Witness and Mormons, but any of those that are under the wide umbrella of Christianity. I don't know, they seem to have disagreements about, like, are Jehovah's Witness really Christians? Are Catholics really Christians? And the Catholics say nobody else is Christian, or whatever. Besides any of those issues, if you're in a situation where you're a young person, and you live in a family that is in one of these religions, and they are very fundamentalist, and you have decided, you realize that you no longer believe what your family and friends believe, this is my, before you start telling people that you do not believe, check out your situation. And here's my advice. If you're in this situation where telling people, your closest friends, family, people, that you are no longer religious, or indeed you're an atheist, please check out the situation first. Because if you think it could be dangerous to your health, in other words, your life might be in danger, I hope the chances of that are not high, but it does happen. If you think that it might impact you in a strong way, like for instance, if you're a student and you're studying and your family is supporting you, paying for your university education, or that kind of thing, and indeed your housing, so you depend on your family for those things. In a nutshell, my advice is, regarding your atheism or your lack of faith, however you refer to it, even if you're having serious doubts, the wise thing may be to keep your mouth shut. Even to the point where I've heard, especially students and young people who are in this situation, and when they go home, or if they live at home, either way, the family expects them to observe certain rituals, like including perhaps going to church. If you think it's dangerous or could have a serious impact on your life, like lose your support for your education, or even you may be injured physically, again, I not only suggest it, I think it's a good idea to keep your mouth shut. You don't have to be saying, I'm an atheist, or I don't believe, or I've lost my faith. You don't have to do that. The problem is, really, for someone like me who doesn't have that situation, I don't depend on any friends or family for any kind of support, financial or social support, or any of that. So I loudly and proudly say, hey, I'm an atheist. I do not believe any of that stuff. And I also loudly and proudly claim I don't believe that angels exist or demons exist. I don't believe in fairies or any of those supernatural things. But I guess all I'm saying, now one of the problems I may be getting into here is some religious people are saying that, oh, I'm suggesting that I should lie. Well, if your life is in danger or your financial support may be withdrawn if you come out as a non-believer, or you don't agree with what you're being taught in your religion, I'm suggesting yes. Just fly under the radar. You don't have to lie. You don't have to go around pretending, saying, I believe, but go through the ritual. If your parents insist on you going to church as a means of demonstrating that you're still in the clan, in the bubble of believing, I think do it. Just go, and you do it. You don't have to change your mind. Your mind's not going to change. Just put up with it. And I mean, you know the situation. You know the situation. If it's family, you know what your family's like, how they're going to react. If you think they accept it, they will accept you as a person, the same person, even though you say, I don't believe. Go for it. Other than that, just please be careful, because there's a lot of horror stories out there. Not so much that you might get attacked and seriously injured or killed. That may be a distinct possibility, depend on the religion you're in and what area of the world you live in. But even if you think it's dangerous, just keep your mouth shut. And when you're to the point when you're self-reliant and you're not depending on maybe family or even those friends for support that you absolutely need, then you can come out and state your position. and be prepared to defend it. Okay, I don't know how much time are we in there. I was like, okay, and in fact, that's about good. My message is for today. Look, I want to repeat this. I do not believe in any gods, and that's, you know, I refer to myself as an atheist. Being an atheist, that's all that says. I do not believe that any gods exist. If somebody can show me, I'm open to change my mind. If somebody can give me convincing evidence, I'm open to change my mind. I do not believe. Now, there's another thing about me that is important. I don't believe in any supernatural stuff. I don't believe in fairies or unicorns or chupacabras or any of those things. I just don't believe that they exist. They're not real. But that's totally separate. When I call myself an atheist or a non-believer, all I'm saying is I don't believe that those things exist. So what did we say the date was? The 12th? No, right? So it's the 10th of December 2020, and I hope everything's going okay for you. And that's all for today. And I'll see you in another video. Please come back and watch. And oh, and by the way, don't forget to check. The same video is going to be on the other channel, which is called English from Canada with Eddie, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
English from Canada with Eddie. So check out that one too. And as long as you understand enough English that you can follow along, listen to it just to practice your comprehension in English. Thank you. That's all for today.